और अब आपको सीधे कांग्रेस की प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में ले चलते हैं रणदीप सुरजेवाला में।
On 14th of November 2020, an alleged hacker, Shri Krishna, was arrested along with his associate Robin Khandelwal by Karnataka police. This alleged hacker, Shri Krishna, was kept, and don't be surprised to hear it, in police custody for over 100 days. We know that there can't be normally even a remand for more than 3-4 days. He was kept in police and judicial custody for over 100 days by repeatedly arresting him in at least 5 different criminal cases. I've given details and the date of custody, etc. I'm not going to repeat it here. You'll find it in the press release. एक केस में गिरफ्तार किया, जैसे ही 14 दिन की कस्टडी खत्म हुई एक और केस दर्ज किया, उसमें गिरफ्तार कर लिया। जैसे ही उसकी 12 या 14 दिन की कस्टडी खत्म हुई अगले केस दर्ज किया, अगले में गिरफ्तार कर लिया, और इस प्रकार से 100 दिन तक उसे कस्टडी में रखा गया। तीसरा तथ्य, इन सब बातों के बावजूद भी 17 अप्रैल 2021 को, यह डेट बड़ी महत्वपूर्ण है, इस श्री कृष्णा को, तथा कथित हैकर को, अदालत से बेल दे दी गई और कर्नाटक की बीजेपी सरकार ने उसको कहीं चुनौती ही नहीं दी। इस तथाकथित हैकर श्री कृष्णा ने मेट्रोपॉलिटन मजिस्ट्रेट बैंगलोर के पास ये एक स्टेटमेंट दिया। इट्स टाउटेड एज माय वॉलंटरी स्टेटमेंट। मैं इसकी प्रतिलिपि आपको भेज रहा हूं। ये दिसंबर 2020 में दी गई, इस पर सबके दस्तखत हैं पर तिथि नहीं है, इसलिए मैंने तिथि नहीं लिखी। Despite multiple international crimes of very significant magnitude leading to hacking of multiple Bitcoin exchanges across different countries of the world, despite hacking of different companies in different parts of the world, despite hacking of e-procurement portals in the live bidding processes, despite hacking of multiple other things, Interpol was not informed. As we all know, this is an international crime. गिरफ्तारी हुई कब? 14 नवंबर 2020 को। इंटरपोल को चिट्ठी लिखी कब पहली बार? 24 अप्रैल 2021 को, 5 महीने बाद, जब वो 17 अप्रैल 2021 को रिहा ही हो गया था। 14 नवंबर 2020 को गिरफ्तार, 17 अप्रैल 2021 को जमानत, और 24 अप्रैल 2021 को पहली बार बीजेपी सरकार ने इंटरपोल को चिट्ठी लिखी, वो भी सीबीआई के लियाजन ऑफिसर को, कि आप जितनी इंटरनेशनल फाइनेंशियल एजेंसीज हैं उन्हें इंफॉर्म कर दें। 5 महीने इंतजार किया। सीबीआई को, एनआईए को, एसएफआईओ को, मैं एनआईए का नाम इसलिए ले रहा हूं कि बार बार मोदी सरकार ने यूनाइटेड नेशंस में यह कहा है कि बिटकॉइन जो है उसका इस्तेमाल कई भारत विरोधी संस्थाओं, व्यक्तियों, समूहों के द्वारा किया जाता है। यह भारत सरकार ने यूनाइटेड नेशंस में कहा है। सो they were also not informed. Finally, ED questions, after almost 4 months, the Karnataka government after reading news reports on 15th February 2021, and they only tell them about one FIR on 3rd March 2021. And now the most interesting fact, the present Chief Minister, Shri Basavaraj Bommai ji, was also the Home Minister of Karnataka between 20th August 2019 to 28th July 2021. I repeat, he was Home Minister in charge from 20th August 2019 to 28th July 2021. यानी कि जब ये तथाकथित हैकर When he was arrested, Mr. Bommai was Home Minister. When he was released, Mr. Bommai was Home Minister. And all through the custody, he was the Home Minister in charge. Now, what has come out from this statement are 6 important things. And let me take you through them. Number 1 is alleged hacking of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency exchanges and portals. The first one is, it came out that there was an alleged hacking of one of the biggest cryptocurrency exchanges on 2nd of August 2016 called Bitfinex. It's registered in the noted tax haven British Virgin Islands, and I'm told it operates from Amsterdam. They have reported, and it is a publicly sourced information, that 120,000 bitcoins were stolen. On August 2, 2016, 120,000 bitcoins were stolen. They have reported. I don't know. This is a publicly sourced info. 1 bitcoin is 51 lakh rupees. He has admitted in his statement that he took away 2,000 bitcoins. He says he took away 2,000. I'm only quoting the statement. Ultimately, investigation will tell whether it was 20,000 or 2,000. There is some further document that I'll show you. Second is alleged hacking of cryptocurrency exchange BTC-E. This is a Russian portal which was shut down in 2017. In his voluntary statement, he says he stole 3,000 bitcoins by hacking it. Third is the alleged hacking of a cryptocurrency exchange called Bitstamp. This one is in Luxembourg. That's also a tax haven, as we all know. The alleged voluntary statement doesn't quantify how many bitcoins were taken. Fourth was alleged hacking of the cryptocurrency portal BitCentral. It is currently, when you Google it, it is inaccessible on regular searches. My friend here tells me it's on the dark web. I have no idea, honestly. As we know, some of these people are on the dark web. Quantity is again not disclosed, but he says he hacked it. Fifth is alleged hacking of a Bitcoin mining pool called Slush Pool and stealing of Bitcoins from there. The quantity is not stated in this statement. Sixth is alleged hacking of cryptocurrency coin ESL. It operates out of 59 countries, I'm told. The quantity, cryptocurrency coin ESL. Coin ESL is the name. I'm told it operates from 59 different countries. I don't know where it is registered. Must be in one of the tax havens. Next is the alleged hacking of 2 cryptocurrency exchanges, Paytees and MPEX. Of course, quantity is not disclosed, but he says he hacked them also. Next is the
Presenting B News app, available on Google Play and App Store. Download it now.